Did you know that nearly 1.3 million people die in road crashes each year? That's like the entire population of a city, gone. A split-second decision, a moment of distraction, can have irreversible consequences. This isn't just about statistics, it's about real people. Parents, children, friends, whose lives are forever altered by a car accident. We've all been there, stuck behind someone obeying the speed limit a little closely, right? But here's the thing. Those lines on the road, the signs, the signals, they're not just friendly suggestions, they're the difference between order and utter chaos. Think about it. Driving is inherently dangerous. We're hurtling tons of metal around at high speed. Traffic laws create a common language, a set of rules we all agree to follow to make that slightly less dangerous. Ignoring a red light might seem harmless until it isn't, until someone coming the other way doesn't expect you to be there. Speeding might shave a few minutes off your journey until you need those minutes to react to something unexpected. The law exists for a reason. It's about creating a framework where everyone knows what to expect, where we can all get where we're going safely, because here's the cold, hard truth. Breaking traffic laws doesn't just put you at risk, it puts everyone around you at risk. So next time you're tempted to run that yellow light, remember, it's not just a piece of paper you're ripping up, it's the very fabric of safety on our roads. Ever find yourself cruising down a road, only to slam on the brakes as the speed limit abruptly changes? Why 40 in this area and 25 in that one? It's not some arbitrary number dreamed up by the Department of Transportation. There's actually a science to it. First, engineers study the road itself. How many lanes are there? What's the visibility like? Are there blind corners or intersections? Then they factor in the surrounding environment. Is it a residential area with children playing, a busy commercial district with lots of pedestrians? Finally, they analyze crash data. Have there been a high number of accidents on this particular stretch? The speed limit is set based on a combination of these factors, aiming for the safest possible speed for that specific environment. It's not about slowing you down for the fun of it. It's about giving you the best chance of reacting to unexpected situations. Because here's the thing, the faster you're going, the longer it takes to stop. Double your speed, and you quadruple your stopping distance. At higher speeds, even a small mistake can be fatal. When you're driving within the speed limit, you're essentially buying yourself time to react. So next time you see that speed limit sign, don't curse it, respect it. It's not there to restrict you, it's there to protect you. You get in your car, turn the key in the ignition. What's the one thing you absolutely shouldn't forget? No, not your morning coffee, although I feel you on that one. I'm talking about your seatbelt. It's such a simple action, click, click, and yet it's one that could save your life. Think of your seatbelt as your own personal bodyguard in a car crash. In a collision, it's the only thing preventing you from being ejected from the vehicle or thrown around inside like a rag doll. I know, not the most pleasant image, but it's the reality. Statistics show that wearing a seatbelt reduces the risk of death in a car crash by almost 50%. That's right, you're twice as likely to survive if you're wearing one. And for children, car seats are even more crucial. They're designed to protect their smaller, more fragile bodies in a way that seatbelts alone can't. I've heard all the excuses. It's uncomfortable. It wrinkles my clothes. I'm only going a short distance. But here's the thing. Accidents don't discriminate. They can happen anytime, anywhere, no matter how short the journey. So please, make it a habit. Every trip, every time. We live in a world of constant connection, always plugged in, always scrolling. But here's a newsflash. Driving is not the time to catch up on your social media feed, answer that text, or even worse, try to beat your high score on Candy Crush. Driving requires your full attention every single second. It's a complex task that demands your eyes, your hands, and most importantly, your brain to be fully engaged. When you're distracted, even for a moment, your reaction time slows, your awareness of your surroundings diminishes, and you become a hazard to yourself and others on the road. Think about it. Taking your eyes off the road for just 5 seconds at 55 miles per hour is like driving the length of a football field with your eyes closed. Put your phone away, turn off the radio, and focus on the task at hand, driving safely. Your life and the lives of others depend on it. We've all heard it a million times, don't drink and drive, but it's a message that bears repeating. Alcohol impairs your judgment, slows your reaction time, and distorts your perception, making you a danger to yourself and everyone else on the road. Even a small amount of alcohol can affect your ability to drive safely. There's no magic formula, no "I'm good to drive" threshold. It's different for everyone, and it depends on factors like your weight, metabolism, and how much you've eaten. If you're planning on drinking, plan ahead for a safe ride home. Designate a driver, call a taxi or ride-sharing service, take public transportation, or crash at a friend's place. There are countless options that don't involve getting behind the wheel after you've been drinking. Choose to not drink and drive. We rely on our cars for so much, from getting to work to running errands to exploring new places. But how often do we actually think about the condition of our vehicles and the role it plays in our safety? Regular vehicle maintenance isn't just about keeping your car running smoothly. It's about preventing accidents before they happen. Things like worn-out tires, faulty brakes, burnt-out headlights, and low fluid levels might seem like minor inconveniences, but they can quickly turn into major safety hazards on the road. A tire blowout at high speed can lead to a loss of control. Worn brakes can mean the difference between stopping in time and causing a rear-end collision. Make it a habit to check your tire pressure regularly, get your car serviced according to the manufacturer's recommendations, and don't ignore those strange noises or warning lights on your dashboard. By taking care of your vehicle, you're not just extending its lifespan, you're investing in your own safety and the safety of others on the road. We often think of road safety as a matter of individual responsibility, and while that's certainly true, we can't ignore the crucial role that infrastructure plays in creating a safe driving environment. Think about it, even the most cautious driver can't compensate for poorly designed roads, inadequate signage, or hazardous conditions. Clear road markings, visible traffic signals, well-maintained pavements, these aren't just aesthetic details, they're essential elements of a safe transportation system. They provide drivers with the information they need to make informed decisions, to anticipate hazards, and to navigate their surroundings safely. Investing in good infrastructure isn't just about making our roads prettier, it's about saving lives. It's about creating a system that minimizes the risk of human error, that guides drivers towards safe choices, and that prioritizes the safety of everyone who uses the road. So next time you encounter a pothole, a burnt-out streetlight, or a confusing intersection, don't just curse under your breath, report it. Advocate for better infrastructure in your community, contact your local representatives, and demand safer roads for everyone. Our roads are shared spaces used by drivers, pedestrians, cyclists, and even the occasional skateboarder. And while we all have the right to use the road safely, that right comes with responsibilities. For drivers, it means being constantly aware of your surroundings, checking your blind spots, yielding to pedestrians at crosswalks, and giving cyclists ample space when passing. For pedestrians, it means using crosswalks whenever possible, making eye contact with drivers before crossing the street, and wearing bright clothing or reflective gear at night. For cyclists, it means obeying traffic laws, signaling your intentions clearly, riding with the flow of traffic, and making yourself visible with lights and reflectors, especially at night and in low-light conditions. Sharing the road safely is a two-way street, requiring mutual respect, awareness, and a commitment to following the rules of the road. Let's all do our part to make our roads safer for everyone. Self-driving cars, once the stuff of science fiction, are now a reality. But can these vehicles, powered by artificial intelligence and sensors, really deliver on their promise of safer roads? Proponents argue that autonomous vehicles have the potential to eliminate human error, the leading cause of accidents. They can react faster than humans, don't get distracted, and are programmed to obey traffic laws. In theory, this could lead to a significant reduction in accidents, injuries, and fatalities. However, the technology is still in its early stages, and there are valid concerns about its reliability and safety. The transition to a world with autonomous vehicles is likely to be gradual, with human drivers and self-driving cars sharing the road for the foreseeable future. Whether this technology will ultimately lead to safer roads remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, the future of transportation is changing rapidly. Be the change. Get involved in road safety. Creating safer roads isn't just the responsibility of governments and policymakers, it's a collective effort that requires the active participation of every single one of us. We can all be advocates for change, raising awareness, promoting safe driving practices, and demanding better infrastructure in our communities. Start by setting a good example. Obey traffic laws, drive defensively, and encourage your friends and family to do the same. Volunteer your time to organizations dedicated to road safety. Participate in awareness campaigns, and share your knowledge with others. Support initiatives that promote pedestrian and cyclist safety, such as the construction of bike lanes and the implementation of traffic calming measures. By working together, we can create a culture of safety on our roads, preventing accidents and saving lives. Drive safe, stay safe, share your thoughts. So there you have it, our 10 essential tips for safer roads. Remember, road safety is everyone's responsibility, whether you're behind the wheel, on a bike, or walking down the street. We'd love to hear from you. What are your top tips for road safety? Share your thoughts, experiences, and advice in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more road safety content, and share it with your friends and family. Stay safe out there. Out.